So I'm gonna go ahead and start working on this top bulkhead right here. So I've got to get, because I've got these lights that stick out a little bit, I've got to get a flat, straight plane to where I can put a piece of wood and not bump these lights. So right now what I'm trying to figure out is where I'm going to put my attachment point. So I think I'm going to run a 2x4 here and a 2x4 on the other side, and then possibly run one up here as well. Let's see how far we need to come up here. I'm gonna say we'll do 13 inches. Very excited to be using up some scraps finally. What I'm thinking now is I'm going to take two pieces and stretch them from here to the edge and from here to the edge. Those will be Craig screwed in right here. Alright, so got all this finished on both sides and started working on these. So basically what I've done is I've just built two boxes out of 1/2 inch ply. I took and I made a frame here and attached all of that to metal points inside here. You know, there's a metal piece running down here. I just attached a piece too and attached a piece up there. Anyway, so today what I'm going to do is I'm going to build this box right here, and then I'm going to pick up a piece of plywood, 1/2 inch plywood. It's actually 5/8 plywood, and I'm going to go ahead and trace out and cut my curve. But anyway, that's what we're going to do, and I'm going to go ahead and get working on this box right here. Boo. All right, so I'm about to attempt to cut the one solid piece for the back. Fortunately, I saved my rear bulkhead and my front bulkhead when we removed it. So I have an automatic template, which is quite nice, that I'm not going to have to do all that measuring up and down, back and forth. But I will say this, I am going to have to measure a little bit, and I'm going to have to tweak it to get it right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and trace this regular shape out right here. And then I'm going to cut it about, well, I'm going to go measure right now, but I'm going to probably cut it about 6 inches long. All right. So I need it 22 inches down from the center, and I need it to be 88.5 inches wide. Now we just got to see. You can see it's not perfect. But see, you know, the top you're not going to be able to see because shiplap is going to actually, shiplap will actually go up against this. Whoo! I know you're probably thinking to yourself, what an idiot. Because that's what I'm thinking to myself.
Hey, what's up everyone? I just wanted to explain something. I made my first big old dummy mistake while I was building these boxes. You know, when I put the back on the box, I didn't realize that, you know, I was adding a ½ inch to the depth of the box. And so when I put everything in, as you can see here, my boxes were sticking out a ½ inch. So you'll see where I'm actually having to take ½ inch strips, furring strips, and luckily I had some that were the perfect size, and I actually just build out the frame a ½ inch to make everything really level.
To get in than it was the first time. Is we're going to lift this into place. Yes, ma'am. Can you mark on either side and make sure you give me enough room to where when I cut that out, it's not gonna hit it.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah. in there. Okay. Okay. And then
I thought you needed to describe more stuff before you to cut.
no, I'm going to install it.
Oh, okay.
But then when I install it, I'll be able to go to the back side and I'll be able to scribe a line across the bottom so that I can cut that lip off the bottom. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll be able to come and, like, if I look at this, I'm going to be able to tell that this is the center of the box. Center. Edge. Edge. Close enough. What are you laughing at? All I need to do is cut out like a piece like this.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to stick my arm in there and draw.
And draw it, okay.
Then I'll pull this out and flip it over and I'll have my lines there.
Mm-hmm.
But then I'm going to plunge cut it.
Yeah.
And then we'll put this back up and it should meet perfectly.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't meet perfectly, then I'm going to scream into the camera loudly.
Oh, I'm still
Actually,
thinking
you may
probably-
need to put your hand in there and scribe it because I might not be able to get fat arm in there. These holes right here should be hidden anyway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, our ceiling will cover that.
That's why. Now what we can do is you can poke your little head up and you see where you need to scribe. It needs to be,
At the lip bottom of that.
yeah, not the bottom of this one, but the bottom of that one.
Yeah, I see.
And I'll hold it tight and try just to make one line. This one's going to be tough.
That's pretty much dead on right there.
Dead nut.
Push that in.
Did you get up here? Oh, we probably don't need to get up there, do we?
Yeah.
Switch spots. All right, everybody. We are still getting down with some of the paint projects. Right now, I'm about to hit this with some of this Minwax pre-stain. And then once I do that, I'm gonna let it soak in for a little bit, and then we're gonna stain it with that gel stain we got right over there.
You know, words can't describe how important it is for me to have Stephanie here by my side during some of these projects throughout this build. She's been there to lend me several of her amazing virtues. This time she had to lend me patience and diligence as I was about to give up on this piece. After all of that work, the stain dried too fast and it looked bad. I mean, real bad. It was blotchy and it dried too fast, so it just looked terrible. But we were able to sand it a little bit and start over, and it turned out amazing in the end. So thank you, Stephanie, for being a great encouragement in my life and during this build always.
There's the progress. I think it looks pretty doggone good. It's not perfect, but you know, neither is life. Perfect to me.